Lawrence, thanks for having me. So I interviewed Anne in 2020 for an independent movie she did called The Vanished. And, I chalked it up as everyone kind of being stuck at home during quarantine, but she was so off, and it was very, very troubling, very concerning. She was slurring a little bit. At one point, she made a comment about the movie saying, I don't even know why this movie got made or how it got made. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, aren't you supposed to be promoting this film? We're supposed to be going to see it. And frankly, I was shocked that nobody had me pull this interview. So Anne has been struggling for a while now. I have always been a fan of her. Let's not forget, Anne has a book out where she said her father molested her as an infant and gave her genital herpes as an infant. Anne has 4 siblings. 3 of them have passed away. Anne has 0 relationship with her mother. She is, she's a very, very troubled woman, a very talented actress, and my heart goes out to her.
Real quickly, Lauren, there were some reports talking about her driving back and forth, speeding in the neighborhood. We can't confirm that, but have you heard anything about that from your sources?
Yeah, I've heard exactly what you've heard, Lawrence. And I also heard when she crashed into this garage, she tried to get herself out of the car and then just decided that, this is not going to work. I'm just going to speed away. And then this is eventually how she got into her second car crash.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Let's bring in Mr. Claypool. Thank you, sir, for joining the program. I want to talk about some of the legal charges that could possibly be going on. We're hearing from her family. They're saying that she's in our thoughts and prayers, but they asked for us to respect her privacy during this difficult time. We're way past that. Does Gascon charge her for fleeing the scene?
Yeah, hey, Lawrence, great to be with you. I mean, the legal charges Anne Heche is potentially facing are a DUI with severe property damage, reckless driving, and then also, I did a little bit of research, she could be charged by Gascon for what's called assault with a deadly weapon, because a car is a deadly weapon, and she ran right 30 feet into that house and nearly killed the folks in the house. That carries a 2 to 4 year jail term if she's convicted. The DUI, they've got to do a blood test on her. I'm sure they did at the hospital. We've got to find out what her blood alcohol was, and you've got to find out if there were any other types of drugs in her body. But the good news for Anne Heche, she's very fortunate, Lawrence. In California, even if there's severe property damage, that does not enhance the penalties for her. That's still charged as a misdemeanor. But the reckless driving, which I'm sure she's going to be charged with, that typically is a misdemeanor in California. But Gascon has the discretion to charge that as a felony. And if he does, that carries up to 2 years in jail as well.
Yeah, we're going to continue to follow the investigation. We don't know if they tested the blood, but there's pictures circulating, what appears to look like an alcohol bottle. We don't know that for sure yet. Lauren, what else can you tell us from those in Hollywood? A lot of support from those folks on social media now, but if something was going on in her life, was there anyone talking about that?
Yeah, I mean, Anne Heche has been working on a bunch of different projects lately, but none of them are studio motion pictures. Anne Heche has been working on Lifetime movies. She even was a judge on Dancing with the Stars in 2020. So she's doing a lot of different projects that we are not used to seeing her in as an audience. We're used to seeing her in big movies like Psycho and Donnie Brasco, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I think she's been struggling for a while now. And like you said, a lot of celebrities are coming out on social media and supporting her and offering just positive messages for her. Tom Jane was a big supporter of hers. She was dating him in 2020, actually, when I had interviewed the both of them, and they broke up recently. But he is all for Anne, and he thinks that she's doing fine in the hospital, and she's going to recover.
Wow. We'll be following Lauren. Brian, thank you so much for joining the program.
You bet.
Now to our other top story tonight. You got it.